Hello, Flosstube. Stitching Mama here, Emily. Stitching Mama on YouTube and Instagram. Today is Thursday, November 14th. It's been a while. It's been about a month and a half since my last video. So I have made a lot of progress and I'm excited to show you all of my beautiful stitching. I've worked a lot on one project. Give you one guess which one that one was. My favorite project. And just a lot of other things. So I'm excited to share it with you and just talk about what's been going on. So without further ado, I do have a exciting finish, fully finished object. So here it is back here. This is Ice Cream Sundae Mill Hill kit. So I finished it as a magnet. It came with a magnet. And I hot glued some felt onto the back of it. So yeah, for right now it lives on my magnet board. I'm not sure if I'll put it on my fridge or where I'll put it, but for right now it's over here. This was a really fun one to do. I love this little cherry. It's like a cherry heart bead. It's so cute. So this one stitched up pretty fast and was really fun to finish. So I added like 50 other Mill Hill kits to my wish list on 123 Stitch. So I'd love to do the pepperoni pizza one for my daughter. She loves pepperoni pizza. And I actually just got a notification that there's I think it's a colorful pumpkin one is back in stock. So I might pick up that one for fall for the holidays. So love it. So it's going to live right here for right now, but maybe we'll move TBD. So, all right. The one that I've worked on the most is my Disney Fab 50 by Abby Sue Designs. So let's see. I've worked on several of the boxes. So here, let me see if I can show you just the full thing. This is a massive, massive project. So, but I made a lot of progress and happy with the progress that I made. So let's see, I worked on Tinkerbell up here. So I have all the stitching done for her. Obviously I haven't finished the outline of the box. I did the outline of the boxes first. That was the very first thing that I did. Before the stitch along actually started, I did all the boxes. Some of them I fully finished. Maybe just that one I fully finished. But most of them I did 10 stitch just to have the outline there. And then they all have this little motif at the top. So some of them are finished and some of them are not. But I just kind of hop around based on what I feel like doing. So I finished Tinkerbell and then wasn't inspired to do her back stitching, although I do love the back stitching. I think just because I print out the color key for the actual character that doesn't have the back stitching on it. So when it's time to do the back stitching, I have to pull it up on my phone or my iPad. And sometimes the iPad isn't available because my children are using it or it needs to be charged. I can pull it up on my phone, but then my phone, I have a setting on there where it turns off after a certain number of minutes. So I don't know. I just hop around and do what I feel like doing. So Tinkerbell stitching finished. We'll finish the back stitching some other time. So I did Tinkerbell. And I also worked on, let's see, Woody and Bo Peep. And here I was inspired to do a little bit of the back stitching and then moved on to something else. But all the colors are on there, all the full and half stitches, fractional stitches are there. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. It had a lot of color switches, but it'll look really nice when I get all the back stitching done. So Woody and Bo Peep. And then I also worked on, let's see, Joe Gardner. Joe Gardner went by really fast too. So I have all of his stitching done, and I did his little motif at the top over there. So Joe Gardner. I did do some back stitching on Rocket and Groot. Did not finish it. I think Groot has a lot of little, like, a little a lot of little back stitches over here. So it's kind of hard to keep track of too. I think Rocket has the same thing. But along with the back stitching is like their names. So yeah, but I think the back stitching makes it look so nice. Okay, and then I also started, let's see. Oh, I finished Dumbo and Timothy Mouse. All of their stitching is done. And I started doing the motif at the top. And I also, well, I guess not all the stitching is done because there's still some black. I think I need to do black on his nose. Usually I save, since the back stitching is all black, I usually save the black full stitches for when I'm ready to do the back stitching. So, yep. And then I started Lady and the Tramp up here. So, yeah, this is all just fill-in right there. So, I will get there eventually, but I have a lot of the characters. I think, yeah, it looks so nice. I love it so much. So, this is kind of what I have so far. And then I think I mentioned this before that I am saving, the top is Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto on the top. So I'm saving them for last. So yeah, this one is just so much fun to work on. I love it so much. It was kind of interesting because like I'll show you, I worked on 2 of my Quaker projects. And 2 of the Quaker projects that I'm doing it 1/2 on 40 count. So I was working a lot on those, and then I would switch back to this one, which is on, I think this is 32 count Lugana. It's like a light purple color, and I'm doing 2/2. So it was just interesting to see the, like my eyes were getting used to doing the 1/2 40 count, and then I would switch to this one and it looked like really puffy. But I don't know, it's fun for me to switch and do different things and try different counts and colors and all that. So that was the one that I worked on the most, and I just love it so much. But other than that, like I said, I was doing, this is a coffee Quaker. And it's first I drink the coffee, then I do the things. And sorry for the hoop marks. And the color is a lot brighter in person. But so this is, I'm doing 1 strand over 2. And so I finished this kind of white flower motif. And I've moved up to this motif up here. There are some letters in this pattern. I have to research more about what the letters mean, but there is a B, and then I think there's a W over here somewhere, but I figured I'd keep the B because both of my son's names start with B, and then my husband's name starts with W, so I'll have to research that a little bit more, but I'm really liking all the brown color on here, along with the little pop of pink. So, and this is on Picture This Plus, 40 count. It is Dwarf is the colorway. And I got it at 1, 2, 3 stitch. So this one is a lot of fun. I actually was working on this one in Carline when I was picking up my son from preschool. And one of the teachers at the preschool like knocked on my window. I was like, "What are you doing? I love cross stitch." She said that she used to cross stitch and that I was inspiring her to pick it back up. So that was really sweet and just so nice to hear because I love it and I love to share the joy of cross stitch. So very nice. So coffee, and then I've also worked on, let me grab it over here. Sorry. Okay. This is another one on 40 count, 1/2. I can open the bag. And this is a Halloween one. Sorry, I still have this one in the hoop, and it's a big mess. Get the strand out of the way. This is the Halloween Quaker. So I have a couple friends who are doing this one, And I'm using the DMC conversion. I think it calls for specialty floss, but I'm using DMC, I think, because I bought this pattern and then I was like, I need to start this immediately and didn't want to wait for specialty floss to come in. So I went to Hobby Lobby like that day and got all these. So it's a lot of black. This one is like subtly brown. Obviously this one's gray. Making a mess over here. There's some purple in the hat. There's orange. And I think maybe there's some white in here that maybe I was going to try to do glow in the dark. I do have a few glow in the dark strands, a few skeins of that floss. So I think if there's not too much, I might try to do that. This fabric is from Millennial Fabrics. It was one of their fabrics of the month. So again, I'll put the description of all of what I use down below if you are interested. But if you ever have any questions, you can of course message me on Instagram or send me an email or leave a comment and I would be happy to answer. So this is the edge of this right here. There's no other, this doesn't complete over here. This is the edge, and then there's just, this is like a mirror image, so I had to finish that. This is like the beginning of a witch hat. And then there's more to this motif, but I got tired of that and went over here. So, yeah. Again, like I said, I jump around a lot. I think having structure might be a little bit good for me. But I also like having the freedom to work on what I want to work on. So, obviously Halloween is over now, but I think I'm going to still work on that one because it's just fun. It's a fun one. I really am enjoying the Quakers. I had never done a Quaker before I started the coffee one. And I think they're just really pretty. Oh, and with the Halloween one, so I was stitching on that one in Carline when I was picking up my other kids from school. And the priest came and knocked on the window and was like, oh, what are you working on? That's so beautiful. And so I showed him and he said, wow, you have to have really good eyesight to do that. And I said, yep, I'm enjoying it while I can, when my eyes are still working. So, all right. This is You Got This Owl by the Artsy Housewife. Again, still in the hoop. So I started working, I finished the mug over here. Did I? Almost. I think this is where there's some leaves over there. So I finished the mug and started working on the leaves. And I worked on this one when I was having a Zoom call with some of my StitchCon friends. So that was really fun. I actually got this one at StitchCon 2024 and got all the floss and everything, kitted it up there, bought the pattern. So this one is such a cute one. I love his stare, the little owl stare, looking deep into your soul, saying you got this. So yeah, this is a fun one to see come to life. So the leaves are a little bit monotonous, but it's okay. I think it really adds to the pattern. I love having little details all around. So this is just, I think this is, let me see what this fabric is. This is Beautiful Beige, 32 count linen. It's a fun one. So I think maybe I'll work on that one a little more. We'll see. Like I said, I need some structure, so maybe I'll plan on working on that one some more. And the last thing that I made some progress on is, magnetizing together. This is the Never Ending Cycle by Hands On Design. So this is a good travel stitch. I got a little more of these letters down here and some more of this. This kind of spells out never ending in, what is this called? Like relief. Like, so these are not, there aren't going to be any stitches that spell out the words. I did do a color conversion for this one. I have said this before, but I'm not sure I love the colors on this. I think it's too much. It's like too much dark colors. Like, I feel like this balances out really nice. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think below about my color choices. When I picked them out in the store, obviously I was like, I love these colors. And I do love the colors individually, but I think together, I don't know about it. This is what it looks like. This is the called for, and I don't really love that like browny green color. Maybe once I get down here, it'll balance out because there is some white and like lighter colors. But I think maybe the hangers plus, the, like this needs to be lighter. And maybe this is too dark. I think it's just all too dark. Yeah, let me know what you think. I did work on this one while my son was playing at the park, and I worked on this one at the zoo while he was playing on the playground. So this is a nice one to bring about, especially because I have a paper pattern for it. I find that the paper patterns are easier to transport than having the pattern on my phone for some reason. I don't know. It's just hard for me to have. It's easier for me to juggle a paper pattern and a project versus my phone and a project out in public. I don't know why. Anyway, that was all the progress that I made over these past couple weeks. I did focus a lot on the Fab 50, so that was where I made the most progress. Maybe I will finish that project sometime in the next year or 5, but that's okay because we're going for progress, not finishing, not perfection. It'll get finished eventually. So plans, let's see. I do want to start on a Christmas project, and I have this kitted up. This is called Ink Circles, a Holly Jolly, I don't know how to say this word, mandala. So I have the pattern, obviously, and then I have the called for fabric. This is 32 count crystal herald linen. So it's kind of like a sparkly green, and I think it'll just be so pretty with the contrast of the white. I think, this might be what it calls for. So yeah, it calls for crystal herald 28 count. So it'll be a little bit smaller. But I love the monochromatic look and just the intricate design of the trees, and it'll be a nice like holiday one. So I'd like to start this one sometime in the next few weeks, because I don't have enough projects to to work on already. And then I think obviously I want to work on my Disney one, the coffee one. I'd love to work on that one also. And I do want to work on my full coverage Disney map. I haven't been able to work on that one lately because that one I need my iPad for also. And it just takes a lot of like concentration. I have to sit down. It has a lot of colors in it. And yeah, so I haven't taken that one out lately, but I do really want to work on that one. I'll put a picture of what it looks like and the progress that I've made so far. So I think I need to sit down and make a list and just focus on a few at a time. When I was doing the Stitch This Summer Olympics, that was really motivating because I had to, I didn't have to, but I had an order and a different project that I was working on every day. And even if I had just got a few stitches in, it was just nice. It was nice to see progress on all of my different projects. And so yeah, I think that's what I'll do. We'll see where we go with those. So I did have a little bit of haul. So I don't know if you've noticed behind me, I do have some needle minders that I made. So let's see, I'll just show you a few of them. This one. Okay, so these are actually croc gibbets, I think they're called. And so what I did is I just ordered these little croc things and then cut off the thing in the back and then just glued magnets on the back of them. So I think they're so cute. I could not resist this little, this was like a pack of Disney balloons. So you can see up there a few different few different ones. I'm not sure what I'll do with these yet. They were just fun to make and fun to have. So I got those. And then I also got these little, these are like ears, Disney ears. So this one is maybe up themed. Yeah, this one has smaller magnets, so the needle still fits on it. I'm just not sure how sturdy it'll be in the long term. So, but it was a fun little experiment. So, and I have a bunch of those up there too, just different themes. I have Stitch, different princesses. So yeah, that was a fun little experiment to do. Another thing that I did was I tried out some more fabric dyeing. So since it is November, we just passed Halloween, and I made a costume for my daughter. And as part of that costume, I had to dye a piece of fabric blue. And so while I did that, I just kind of threw this in there too. And I really love how it turned out. I need to serge the edges, obviously, but I just love how there's like some modeling on it, and it's such a pretty color. It kind of goes along with my coffee one. It's kind of similar in color to that one. I just used a RIT dye, and I used the hot water method and soaked it in there for a little bit, and then let it dry. So I think this is 18 count. I'd have to go check. But this was fun. I'm not sure what I'll do with this yet. Just like my other hand-dyed experiments, but it's always fun to have these pieces of fabric in your stash, and then when you find a project that you like and you already have a piece of fabric that would go perfectly with it, it's like you hit the jackpot. So yeah, that was fun. I just used, like I said, RIT dye that I already had. I do have some green RIT dye also. So maybe I'll try to dye another piece of fabric that I had. This was just white fabric previously. So yeah, a little bit of haul, tiny bit of haul. Yeah, and as for life updates, I know last time we talked, we were waiting to hear if I got into StitchCon, and yay, exciting, got into weekend A. So I will see you all at weekend A. If you are going, please let me know. I'd love to meet you and chat and talk about stitching. So yeah, that's one thing I'm excited for. Other things that we've done, we saw The Wild Robot in the movie theater. It was so cute. If you have kids or if you like movies, it was really good. And so if you've seen it, let me know what you think. And if you go see it, highly recommend. My son read the book. There are actually 3 books in the series, so he read all 3 of the books and was excited to see the movie. So we hope to see Moana 2 over Christmas. I know that one is coming out soon, and hopefully we'll be able to see it over Christmas. So we are staying local for Thanksgiving. Exciting. And we'll be traveling to see family over Christmas. So also exciting. Hopefully I will get a lot of stitching time over both holidays. So that's all I have for today. So I hope to make some more progress the next time I see you. It'll probably be about a month or so. And I so appreciate you watching and commenting, liking, subscribing. Be sure to follow me here on YouTube and over on Instagram. I'm Stitching Mama, both places. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.